You're now tuned in to the #1 podcast. I give you New Wave Shop Talk, Shop Talk, Shop Talk. New Wave Shop Talk, New Wave, New Wave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop Talk, Shop Talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. New Wave, New Wave.
Real. Talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. All these them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.
You're now tuned in to the #1 podcast.
Boy, he moving furniture. You see that nigga grab that chair? That nigga moving furniture, man.
Only nigga that grabbed the chair.
You know what I'm saying?
Only nigga that grabbed the chair.
Yes, he
That's
is.
that nigga nickname, Move Furniture.
Man, I see you on your phone right there. So look up the black inventor of the folding chair. He goes down in history today.
Thank you.
I was looking at food.
No, I know. I don't know what you was looking at, but I'm just saying, look that up. So you can give him a shout out. You feel me?
They just made it the official nigga chair.
Yeah, it's the nigga chair. You know what I'm saying?
It's the weapon of choice.
It's been at birthday parties, backyard picnics.
Hey, niggas is putting down the burners and picking up chairs.
Yeah.
Nigga, don't come out here, nigga. I got this chair for your ass.
Oh, that's a good one, man. Put the burners down and pick up the folding chair.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Put down the burners.
Nigga, the weapon
Kenny
of choice,
Ickert.
nigga.
Oh, wait, I don't know. It's a couple people. Hold on.
The weapon
Nathaniel
of choice.
Alexander.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Nathaniel
Nathaniel Alexander.
Alexander.
Bunch of Nathaniels out there
Yeah,
too. That's the nigga Nate the Great.
Nathaniel Ray.
Hey, that's Nate the Great. Nate the Great Alexander, man. You know that nigga. You know that nigga
man.
Nate. You remember Nate the Great?
Man, it was a wonderful, I ain't going to say wonderful weekend, but it was a great weekend to be coming to y'all talking about this shit on a Monday.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of shit done happened, man.
Thank
First of all, man, this is New Wave Shop Talk, man, episode 102. You know what I'm saying? Just like the unit number at New Wave Shop.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? 102. You feel me? 100 and some episodes, man. We moving right along.
102.
You feel me? I am the host, Dina Boy Juice, and to my left we got
Nia Sutherland. I'm in the new chair. I almost forgot who.
Forgot your location.
Yes.
Nana Nia. You feel me? And to my right we got
It's the boy Flossie, FLAWCEE with a B, man.
what up, B, man? Damn, what did that nigga say? Flossie B, or skeet. Whatever it was, nigga, you gotta say it twice.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like.
Yeah, exactly. Tell them what to do.
Please.
Tell them what to do.
Please hit the subscribe button, comment. I hate it. I love it. Fuck y'all. You a bitch. Where the fuck is that nigga at? Whatever.
Where y'all socks at?
Yes.
Thank you.
Why you wearing that?
You know what I'm
got a
saying?
boogie in your nose.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you know what I'm saying? Whatever you
Thank
gotta say.
you.
And we gotta give a shout
Subscribe.
out to Renee,
Oh yes.
because she be having
She's-
like 3-4 comments on that
Man,
motherfucker.
she
Like
even wear my
cause
shirt this
her
time.
and Ben.
Oh, Ben, yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Ben Clausen, like,
Thank
they
you.
always, it seems like they'll watch some show and then they'll go to the comments and be like, nigga.
Yeah.
Or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
like, yeah, I like that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
Thank
like that.
you.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I told you, Renee, I got a shirt for you. So just hit me up well, we already spoke, you know, so I got you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
this is the New Wave shirt. You know what I'm saying? Merch is available if you need it. Holla. You know what I'm saying?
Holla, 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 holla.
And we'll get that right to you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, how y'all doing before we start? How you doing, Nia?
I am so damn tired. I did get a new job and I have a presentation. I have like a corporate job now. So
Right.
I got to do a presentation and we've been doing training. Today was my day off, but I get Thursday off so I can register Malik, my last one, into school. So to get him
What's up?
together.
I got a question though. Is this your first teaching job?
Kind of.
Kinda.
I worked for the school district, and I worked at an after-school program, so I was able to teach like little classes.
But as far as like, this is hair though. This is what you do.
Oh yeah, this is my first time.
This is what you do.
Yeah, this is my first time.
Instructor.
An educator.
See it, nigga. No, nigga. Instructor. Nigga, she's an educator.
Yeah, that's what instructors do. They educate.
No,
Instructors instruct.
Yeah,
I educate.
It's like flight school instructor, driver's ed instructor.
They tell you what to do. I'm showing you.
Your girl want to be beautified. It's gonna be the people that she's teaching. Your kids, the people that she's teaching.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine taking a girl out on a date and her hair just so fucked up because she tried to do it herself for the first time.
Right.
She trying to impress you.
Thank you.
What you gonna tell her? You gonna tell her go back in the house, start over, or you gonna take her out looking wild?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be like, you know that shit fucked up.
He's a Leo. He is. Let me tell you
You
something.
know that shit fucked up. You think I'm about to be out here with you? Nigga,
I went out with
looking
the
like
Leo.
a flying monkey from the Wiz.
Leo. Yes, he is.
Looking like a flying monkey from the Wiz.
See,
You think
I'm an
about to be out here
asshole.
with your ass?
I am an asshole.
Crazy, man.
No, I'm gonna be out with
Looking
her,
crazy, man.
and I'm gonna be taking as many
Crazy,
pictures and videos as I can.
fucked up. I don't
And she
believe
gonna
it.
be mad. Look, she gonna be.
That's fucked.
It is because I'm gonna be real fucked up. This is our first and last date. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm with Bay over here.
I don't believe him. I don't believe
She
him.
gonna be texting you the next day like, why you let me walk out the house looking like that? Like,
gonna
nigga,
tell
you
her.
chose to do that.
He gonna tell her.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tell her. Bro.
He full of shit. I know
That
him.
was funny. You
He
know what I'm
told
saying?
me. He was like,
Shit.
we ain't going on there. Fix your hair. Damn, nigga. Okay.
This is broadcast out to the world, Craig.
This is all
Not
over
just the
world.
city,
Yes. Yes.
the world. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
like, nah, we not doing this.
Yeah,
We ain't
man.
going out.
That's
We
crazy.
stupid.
What about you,
Yeah.
Flossie? How was your weekend?
Oh man, it was beautiful, man. I had a beautiful, little staycation got away when, stayed at the Renaissance and on the east side of Long Beach and did a little gondola ride and you know what I'm saying, just hung out like a little snuff for a little bit, man.
So
it
for the
was
people
good.
that don't know, what's a gondola?
It's a boat,
Uh-huh.
like the boats that they that you'll see like on the Riviera or in Italy.
With a lot of people, or just you and?
It was a private.
Oh,
private
okay, so
event.
you had the I don't know what you call him. It's not a maitre d, but the guy he was
Yeah.
rowing y'all.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rower.
Oh, so that's why you brought up the charcuterie earlier. Y'all had charcuterie on
Yeah,
there?
had that show.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah, it's all
That
coming
was
together.
funny.
It's
Yeah.
all coming
Wine
together.
with some
Okay.
cheese.
You know what I'm
flavor.
saying?
Wine with some
Yeah,
cheese.
you
flavor.
feel me? He brought that shit up earlier. I was like, why
Why
this
you say
nigga-
that? Me too.
I get it. I get it.
understand.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
understand.
You do look a little yellow today. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you,
Nigga
thank
probably
you.
had the Gouda, the smoked cheese.
That brie, nigga.
Yeah,
that
man,
brie.
Nigga, you
Yeah.
gotta have that provolone, nigga.
What kind of meat did y'all have?
Oh man, the good cuts.
Oh, okay. You were supposed to say,
The good
I
cuts.
had the meat. Nah.
I am the meat. You see what this shirt say?
What it say?
It say, take two hands, player, to hold a Whopper.
Ridiculous.
Don't be stupid, pimpin'.
Oh, yeah, them two-hand jobs. See,
Thank you.
anyway,
Two
this
hands
ain't
on
this
ya.
ain't Pornhub.
That's what it
Two
started
hands
sound
on
like.
This ain't
Two hands on
Pornhub.
ya.
Is it HBO after dark, after hours?
No, this is BET Uncut.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking of some nigga shit.
When Nelly slid the credit card.
Thank you.
Talking about some nigga
Thank
shit.
you.
We
Hey.
might as well go into the topic.
But
One of them.
hold up. That was the most monumental moment of my young adult
Oh
life.
my god.
That was the dopest video ever.
When that
Tip
nigga
drill
slid
video
the
is
credit card,
classic.
I was like, oh my
That's
God.
a classic video.
Can you imagine if social media was out then?
Man.
It'd be just like the
Hey,
next
man.
topic.
Hey man, that shit went
Yes, it
crazy
would.
without social
Without
media.
it, huh?
Yes. It
Shit. We with the friends and we like in our teen years, like, nigga, you see Nelly slide that credit card? Where his girls with ass and all that in the video, all we talking about was the credit card slide. I wonder if that shit worked.
Y'all retarded as hell.
We're like, shashing.
Come here, little mama. Let me slide this EBT card.
Thank you. Let me see if this
You
works
might.
for you.
It might.
I know it might. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
It might.
I don't know. You know, you slide the EBT card on the wrong one. You fuck around and have a baby 9 months later. You need some EBT.
They just gonna up
Nigga gonna
your
have some
amount.
EBT.
Oh, they
Up
just
your
gonna up
mouth.
their mouth,
Yeah,
Nigga
huh?
gonna get some wick.
Man.
Nigga gonna be at the
That
wick
nigga
office.
said
Yeah.
some wick.
Yeah.
Man,
Milk,
damn.
eggs, cheese, and
Nigga gonna be
cereal.
at the wick office.
I need some motherfucking EBT. Shit, I ain't cooked in a week.
You down with
know.
EBT?
Yeah, you know me.
I
Yeah.
know.
I've been eating fast food like a motherfucker, man. I'm gonna cook tomorrow. I'm gonna cook early. I'm gonna throw something in the slow cooker. I made some ribs over the weekend in the slow cooker. Shit was fire. I looked
Dang.
at a recipe on YouTube. Motherfuckers look like they came straight out the barbecue pit.
You have TikTok?
Thank you.
I got TikTok.
They be recipes on TikTok too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think the recipe came from TikTok because when I watched it on YouTube, nigga had his little TikTok shit on there, so I know it was a TikTok video that he shared over to YouTube.
Usually that's how it works.
Yeah,
Usually
hell
that's how
yeah,
it
because
works.
TikTok is the way to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially for shorts.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. This was like a longer video.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
He did it all in like 9 minutes. You know, fast forward and shit. You know.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. This is I think our first show together, right? Of just us three.
Yeah.
Yeah, us three. You
feel me?
So.
Yeah.
Pasadena Sean had another pressing matter, and Swaggy just don't want to do shows on Monday. You know what I'm saying? But this shit came together like butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Always does.
He's a
Always
diva.
does.
He's a diva.
Yes, he
Diva.
is.
He's a Devo. Bell Bib Devo.
He's a big dummy.
Come here, you big dummy.
He's a big dummy. That's
Oh,
what he
shit.
is.
Man, he paper chasing, doing some other things. But check it out, man. First order of business.
Yes, sir.
We was proud Americans this weekend. I ain't gonna say Americans. We was proud black people. I don't like the term African Americans, but we was proud black people this weekend. Because, you know, you got, like, if you see a situation on the street or you see it online or something, somebody jumping on some black dude, niggas just want to record. And I think what happened was when the last thing happened and old girl's son shot old boy, and everybody was like, well, why didn't other people do nothing? Nigga, this time people did something. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Montgomery, right?
Yeah, Montgomery.
Yeah, Riverboat. You know what I'm saying? Right at the
Tussle.
the Riverboat Tussle.
Nation.
You know what I'm saying?
Alabama.
2023 Montgomery Sweet Tea.
Thank you.
Not the Boston Tea Party. This is the Sweet Tea Party. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So, man, yeah, we go, Nia, it's on you. Tell us what happened. You know what I'm saying?
This is some crazy ass shit. The security guard was just doing his job and telling the people, you know, move from where you're parked, move your boat because the riverboat is coming. Like the riverboat has to park. That's where the riverboat parks. Like who the fuck you think you are? Like
The
I'm white.
riverboat's over yonder. You
I'm
gotta
white,
move your
motherfucker.
you
boat.
gotta move your shit. Like yeah, you gotta move your shit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Oh, man.
What?
The riverboat's over yonder. You gotta move
You
your
gotta
boat.
move it.
I resent that. Coming from the South. You know what I'm saying?
That's why.
Over yonder, nigga, means
got another
way over there, nigga. That don't mean it's right there, nigga. That yonder nigga means way over there, nigga.
Sorry, you can't say
that
yonder.
motherfucker was right there.
It was right
You know what I'm
there.
saying? Am I right? Am I right, bro? Yonder is way over there.
It's a unique word to use at that moment.
Yeah. Yeah, my boy from LA, Louisiana, nigga, not Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead, my bad.
So the man got mad and wanted to push up on the security guard. The security guard threw his hat like
He threw the hat. That was the bat signal.
in the hat.
That was the
In
bat
the hat,
signal.
That nigga threw in the hat. Like, fuck it.
Fuck this shit.
Oh, nigga, I'm throwing in the hat, nigga. It's go time.
Oh shit!
And they
Oh,
just
man.
started fighting. No,
Oh,
no.
of course not. You see the way he had to
I gotta
flip
say
at?
that nigga was African.
Yeah.
That's what our African people that come from Africa do. When it's time to fight, nigga, they going whatever they got keys in their hand, they throwing them down. They got a hat on, they throwing it in the air. That's the international African sign of help. You know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? HBO, help a brother out.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but he didn't need help because they jumped his ass.
Mm-hmm.
They was getting the best of him,
Yeah.
and that was fucked up because it was fair. The white boy he started getting the best of him,
Right.
and then they jumped in.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like he was whooping his ass, and then we jumped in.
Yeah.
Right.
The white boy
It
came
wasn't
from
like
nowhere.
that.
Yeah.
He came from nowhere and was like, tackled the nigga and all of that.
Yeah.
They was like
So,
coyotes.
Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
were
Yeah.
little hyenas.
They was like, oh, he injured. Let's hop on him now. Now we can go hop
Yep,
on.
now we can get him.
They was like, that's a big nigga, Jim.
Yeah.
We gotta wait first. We gotta wait. We gotta wait first.
Let the toughest get him.
Let
down.
Bobby Ray get him for a little while.
Oh, Jim,
Bobby
we
Ray
can get
got
him
him?
now.
Bobby
We
Ray
can
got
get
the
him
best
now.
of him.
We can get him now.
It's
Yeah.
our turn.
Yep. And then onlooker, that's what it is. The
Yeah.
person came down.
Bystander onlooker.
Bystander
There you go.
onlooker. Just came down to break it up. They started jumping on him. So shit, we had to do what we had to do.
Then you saw legs running from the top.
Yeah.
You saw legs running from the top.
Thank you.
Jumping off the boat, swimming.
Thank you.
Man.
Seen the
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Then we seen the Aquaman.
So now this thing right here put a whole lot of myths to rest. Black people don't help black people.
Yes.
Myth put to rest.
Yes.
Black people can't swim. Myth to
Yep.
rest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Black people don't like white people.
I don't know if that's a myth. You know what's funny? My friend who's like, he's a black man. He's over all the teachers, and we call them FPs, future professionals. So he's like got a pretty high position under the family.
Right.
It's been people. He's black man, kind of young, not really young. He's in his 40s, but he look young. You know,
Right.
everybody hates him.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody hates him. So we had a situation at the school, and he and I talked about it. It was some black woman who was like upset. He was like, "Why are you asking me?" Like, it's her job to handle it. It was a white girl. It was her job to handle the situation and like deal with it. She's the front.
Right.
That's what you do. He said, "Why you come to me? Because I'm black." So I asked him about it because I do his hair. He's like, "I love racism," but in that moment, like, no, it's not what it is. But I'm happy we came together. Fuck the white people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They
man.
needed their ass whooped.
Hey, looked like them niggas was out there fighting for reparations.
It
They
did.
was.
You know what I'm saying?
It did.
Them niggas was stomping niggas out and all that, and then the police pulled up and it was like, "Hold on, let's let the shit go for a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's
they
Till the
watched
chair.
it.
get some
They
ass
watched
whooping.
it.
Let's watch some ass get whooped for
They
a
let
little
the
bit."
nigga hit like 5 people with the chairs, and then when he hit the white lady over the head 2
That
times,
was enough.
They was like, you know
We
what?
can't let them do that.
We can't keep letting you do that, bruh.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't dog walk her like that right in front of
My
us.
boss might be white.
Yeah. But then did you see when the white woman tried to grab on him and they grab on her and she pushed him?
Yeah, but I was looking at it real hard, right? She was thick, so she might have been just a light-skinned sister trying to help him. Because I thought about that first. Like, is she trying to kick the nigga while he down? Like, nigga, you hit my mama?
I don't know.
But then, I mean...
No,
this-
she was trying to grab on the police when they were.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
I'm
when she
saying.
had all
Oh,
boys.
That's
yeah.
why I was saying that she
Okay,
might
okay.
be, you know, a lighter skinned,
black
you know,
person.
black woman.
Let me look at it. Let me
You know what I'm
look at it.
saying?
I gotta look at this.
Yeah, because I was looking at that too. Like, wait a minute, she might be
Because you.
black with those thighs.
Thank you.
Oh,
You know,
Look,
because you
mighty
know,
cute
white
women.
women with thighs like that, they like shit.
Cottage
They-
cheese.
yeah,
But you
they
gotta
falling
understand, nigga, they are. Where are they located?
Yeah,
Montgomery,
they in
Alabama.
Thank you, nigga. Everything thick down there, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
White, black, nigga, everything thick, and nigga Mobile.
Man.
Yeah. No,
Thank
no,
you.
Montgomery. Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery.
That's where they used to have the marches back in the days.
Yep.
So that's why I was thinking like they was like, shit, all this for the ancestors and all of that. It made me think of a whole lot of shit, right? Because out there in Alabama, we talked about this maybe in like episode in the 30s, right? We was talking in
gun?
in the no in the 30s, like our
Okay,
30s,
okay.
right? So Alabama was the last spot where they actually had slaves. In that spot, remember they got the
Yeah.
thing on Netflix,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
That's in Alabama.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
they had boats docking there. While slavery was over, they was still bringing slaves over.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Illegally.
saying?
Legally.
Legally, because
Illegally.
nobody went and illegally, yeah, because nobody went and told them like slavery over, nigga. They still out there because you got to think about it. Whatever your parents do, right?
That's what
You need to do. And I don't mean like in the modern day sense because don't nobody want to be like their mom and daddy no more, right? Unless they like doctors and lawyers and shit, right? But as far as like sharecroppers, slaves, everything you did that your parents did, they teaching you how to do it so you can be the next slave. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it 100.
Yeah.
So they didn't know no better. You know, they ain't got nobody in no other city coming through, but like, hey, what's going on with y'all? Until, you know, they came through.
I feel like it is that way still today, but in different ways. Like religion,
Yeah, religion.
politics. We do the same thing our parents do, or did, or some. Most of the times they did. No, she white. She white. She a tan white woman.
Let me see.
Oh shit! It's at the very end, so you gotta.
Excuse us, people. We gotta look at these niggas.
Okay, you gotta wait a minute. It's gonna come at the very end, but she's just a tan white woman that was on the boat.
That's crazy how on Instagram you can't fast forward and rewind.
shit, yes,
you gotta watch
man.
the
The whole
whole
goddamn
shit
thing.
over. You know what I'm saying?
That shit pissed me off.
But man, this really made me proud though. You know what I'm saying? We watching it, it really made me proud because people, even the people that was working was
Yeah.
in on the fights.
Yep.
Throwing bitches in the water.
Yep.
Thank
I'm
you.
calling them bitches because they family tried to jump my family.
Yep.
Yeah, we all cousins. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even got to that part
okay.
yet. Yeah.
Well, I knew the police
You
were
know what I'm
coming up,
saying? Yeah, the Karens.
Karen?
No, these
Karen?
these bitches
They not
wasn't no
Karens.
Karens. They was
I'm a
Agathas.
Karen. Yeah, they was Agathas.
They was Agathas around this motherfucker.
Karen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, now wait, is she white?
She white. Tan white woman.
Yeah, she was tan because she was red,
Yeah.
but she was
Yeah.
thick though.
Yes. Yeah.
Old mama was thick.
Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah.
They call it Bama thick.
Yeah, we can move to Alabama and get a house for 68,000, 7 bedrooms.
Thank you. Nigga get a compound.
All right,
Let's
Tone.
do it. you
Oh,
know.
man.
Nigga get a compound.
At least to have a house down there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
then-
saying?
Then
Get
you
a mini
can
Pacquiao
make money off
compound.
of it and figure have that be the saving.
Yeah.
Put that in the pot.
Yeah.
Get
That'd be
another
dope.
house.
Until they
Get
try
another
to,
house.
Until they
My
try
boy
to get a rope on
Travis,
your
my
ass.
boy Travis, he watched the show too, man. Shout out to Travis, man, because he been going around and buying a lot of cheap shit. You know what I'm saying? And fixing it up and making it his own and then renting it out, Airbnb in it. They got rental cars, all that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice like suburb. I want to say in Philadelphia, but I can't remember. But it's
In
suburb.
Philly?
And it's in the suburbs. It looks really nice, like big house, like 5-6 bedrooms, and it's like 90 prices to buy the house.
Right. You know, it kills me because we live in California and to just buy a house, it's going to cost you, it depends. You got some
Location.
houses that's like
Location.
300,000.
Yeah.
But
Location.
Yeah.
if you want to live close to a real city, it's going to be 6, 7, 800,000.
Easy.
Right? But you go to these other spots and them houses be like 50,000,
Yeah.
30,000.
Yeah,
You be
exactly.
like, nigga.
But you know what? It's good to buy those because just like out here, the houses were that, but then they started building up.
I feel you, but even when I was living in Milwaukee, the houses was probably like 60,000.
Right.
30 years ago, that house is worth like only 10,000, maybe 20,000 more.
Right.
Because they don't build up like they build up
Well,
out
it
here.
depends on what part. Because
Yeah.
when I'm going Nashville, it's built up. Like it's everything around there.
But they houses out there, you Shit, $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on where you move. If you move, because I'm sure they had houses for 20, 30,000.
Yeah, probably back then. But you got to think about it. Even back then, that's where like Dolly Parton, you know what I'm saying, Randy Travis, all
Yeah.
them started because that's the Mecca. That's Hollywood.
But they
to
didn't have no
country.
$1 million houses then.
No. But the houses that's worth $1 million now, them motherfuckers wasn't $1 million in California. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing outside of here is gonna be worth what it's worth out here. It don't matter.
Definitely not.
It's never
You go to one of these states like Georgia. What? Okay, fuck all that. What I don't understand is how we look at our prices of houses, and then we look at other states' houses of prices of housing, and we be like, how's these motherfuckers still living in the projects?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nigga. So
Yeah.
it has to be something where the banks ain't fucking with the niggas.
Cost
right?
of living.
The cost of living is low because
It's
some
low.
people still
That's
got
the
$7.
issue.
They still got $7 minimum wage.
That's what I was about
That's
to
the
say.
issue.
You know
It's
what
the
I'm
cost
saying?
of
The
living.
the money
It's
that
cost
they're
of living.
making.
Yeah.
It's the money that
It's
they're
the
making.
cost
It's
of
not
living.
their cost of living is low, but the money that they're making is low too.
Right.
To keep them-
But that's what drives the salary.
Yeah.
It's the cost of living. That's the only reason why California, everything is so motherfucking expensive. Number
Yeah.
one, it's the weather. I mean, obviously, that's
Yeah.
why California, the coast of Texas,
But the coast
Miami.
of Texas is cheap.
it all depends. But like, there's $1 million house in Galveston, no question. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah, I'm just
feel
saying,
you.
like, it's literally
But
just
20
the
minutes
location.
away, nigga.
And that's what I was
20
saying.
minutes away,
All
nigga. The
places-
houses is 300,000, nigga, for a 7-bedroom.
Right.
You know what I'm
Very
saying?
true. And then you got to understand, they get hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's the same thing with Miami. So,
Yeah.
same difference. You're going to have certain places and locations, you know, just based on the cost of living. But I'm trying to get back to the cost of living aspect because that's the reason why everything is so fucking high out here. Look how high our minimum wage is.
Yeah.
You see what
That's
I'm saying?
stupid as
So,
hell, too.
I mean, if individuals in other locations, if people in let's say Oklahoma was making minimum wage at our rate, niggas would be balling. But
Yeah.
the problem is that niggas is getting paid $10 an hour. The projects is $400 a month.
Right.
That's what niggas are gonna do.
They gonna pay their rent and buy a gold chain.
Yeah, in a scraper and some
the
Sixers and the candy paint and all the Gucci and Prada and shit they can
I
buy.
feel you, man. But
That's the
okay,
priorities are fucked up.
$7 an hour times 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you making, like $56 a day, right?
I mean, just with simple math.
Okay, so multiply that by what, 5 days a week?
Mm-hmm.
So you making what, 278, under 300 a week.
That's
Right.
no taxes.
That's no taxes, right? But when you go buy a house, nigga, they don't be like, oh, what's your gross, your net? They want to know how much you made last year. They ain't gonna say, oh, taxes. Nigga,
Right.
you made that,
Right.
right? So now you making $1,200 a month, right? On a $30,000 house, how much you think the mortgage is gonna be? Like $700-800.
Depending on the interest rate.
$300
Right.
more than what they paying.
But
Depending
you
on
got to
the
think
interest
about it, right? $700 times 30 years, right? You still paying $40,000-50,000 for that $30,000 house,
Right.
right? So I don't really think that it's the money that they making. It's the mind state of the people.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, oh, $400 and I'm gonna go buy the gold chain and the scraper. That's all they thinking about. They not really thinking about, oh, you know what? We could take this money. Okay, me and my girl, we both making $2,400 a month. Now we go spend that just say it's $1,000. We still got $1,400 to pay the rent,
Right.
to buy the scraper. It may
Right,
take
of
a
course.
couple of months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Save up and yeah, for
and,
sure.
and everything is going up as far as other things, but that money is still staying the same. You know what I'm saying? You ever looked
Right.
up the price of a Caprice Classic 81, 86, 87 right now? Niggas want like 10 bands for them.
Right.
Nigga, nothing. No motor, no nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, the price of everything is going up, but they wages.
Exactly.
So I was talking to somebody today about inflation. Inflation is when everything goes up because of you got the oil prices, gas, you got any and everything, right?
Right.
That's going up, but the money is not going up.
Right.
So it's like in California, the money goes up and everything else goes up.
Exactly.
They saying what was this 2020? Niggas was fighting for $15 minimum wage.
Right.
Right. In certain areas. Right.
Right.
All of LA, $15 an hour is the minimum.
Right.
Pasadena pay almost 17
Right.
for minimum wage.
Right.
Different areas
Pay
because
different
it
wages.
goes how is the median housing. Right. So you look at the $30,000 house. Right. So they basically telling us that for $7 an hour, you will be able to afford this house. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think their mind state is really thinking about that aspect of the game. Like, damn, I really could afford that. But they can't save no money because they want to do all the extracurricular activities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Yeah.
That's
I
very
don't
true.
know. I didn't really have no point, but I just had to say that, y'all motherfuckers got to get up on y'all game. If the minimum wage is certain something, that means you can afford this certain something. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to stack your bread and be like, oh, I ain't going out for 6 months straight. You know what I'm saying?
That's doable.
It is doable. Shit. Man. But we got to get back to this riverboat because
Riverboat.
it was a whole lot of memes. A whole lot of videos. They got a fucking rap song. That's the greatest rap song ever. A Negro spiritual. Lift every chair and swing till every earth and noggins ring.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Oops.
Shit.
Upside your head.
That should have been the anthem.
That shit is.
I might have to
upside
make
your
that
head.
video.
Oops.
And just keep playing a nigga like, oops,
upside your head.
upside your head. Oh, I look like a stiff white woman.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
No, nigga. Ooh.
Hit that nigga with that 2 fists.
Yeah, man, hell yeah.
Double fisted the chair and wow.
Because you just now seeing it today, like all of the videos.
The full
right?
video, yeah.
How do you feel about the video?
Like I said, look like niggas out there fighting for reparations, man.
Fighting for their ancestors.
And man, I just, I feel like it is what it is. And, what should be, taking place. And, I'm not a big promoter of violence, but I definitely am a promoter of self-defense. You know what I'm saying? So when you see someone, that's how Pac shot that cop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He seen a brother in need, and that nigga pulled up like, hey, man, what's going on?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we need. So therefore, other individuals understand because that's what's missing. The interactions that certain individuals may have with certain people may put themselves in an arrogance and a cocky narrative to where they feel like they can just do and say whatever they want to certain individuals.
Like they got the upper hand.
Right, but they feeling privileged. They feel privileged enough to be like, well, I can do this and we can do this to this motherfucker because we can. Versus like there's no recourse. And this can be an example. Motherfuckers is seeing this is going, this shit's going viral. So people are going to see this and be like, damn, they might, think twice about, oh, you know what? Before I, get haste and try to slide up on this brother, let me think about it. Go out here and try to jump a motherfucker, I might start a riot.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the thing and the mentality, like you said, and was something that you were speaking on earlier, is that the reason why a lot of black people don't get involved in shit is, number one, normally it involves another black person.
Right.
So motherfuckers is like, I ain't seen nothing, I don't know nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way we get down. So I just feel like this is just a prime example of enough is enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it was definitely some violence. I'm glad that, I'm telling niggas, let's put down the burners and let's pick up the folding chairs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then maybe we can, figure some things out.
Thank you,
what I'm
Mr.
saying?
Alexander.
Thank you. That Nate the Great.
You know what I'm
Alexander,
Yes,
that
Nathaniel.
nigga was swift with that chop.
So my question, right? So what happened in Minnesota, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it was on my boy neck, right? Now if that happened next week, right? Say it didn't happen. and it happened next week, do you think the bystanders would have stood up because they saw this going on?
No. And I'm gonna tell you why. Anything that involves law enforcement, that's one thing. But when it comes to individuals, that's another. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference. So, I mean, people always are going to subconsciously have that because we already know we have been bred to fear the police.
Right.
When they get behind you, niggas square up.
Right.
Nigga, you ain't got no warrants or nothing. Nigga, you feeling like you a felon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just the fear that they've bred in us when it comes to that particular aspect. But in a situation to where it's a civilian, you know what I'm saying, a non-public worker, then yeah, I definitely, or civil servant, I should say, then yeah, I definitely feel like this isn't the first or the last. I just feel like this is some shit that got caught on, camera.
Right. Okay.
So I definitely still feel like these are these particular circumstances or situations are taking place. It's not always being, caught on camera.
I feel like niggas would actually do something. I feel like niggas would have nudged the nigga off of the nigga neck, you know what I'm saying, and said, fuck it, I'm going to go to jail for this because he about to kill this nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, the way the nigga stood over him with the knee on it, hand in his pocket, nigga, jiggling his keys, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like when they seen the black dude fighting the dude, right? Oh, it's cool one-on-one.
Right.
And like we was talking about, right? When you were saying, oh, boy, he came to just break it up. He didn't come to fight until he got hit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of it would have popped off if old boy wouldn't have got hit.
Right.
No. Because they was gonna let him fight him one-on-one. And that's some one-on-one shit, right?
It was like 3 of them on top of him, and then when they started.
But he came just to break it up. He didn't come to fight.
No.
Right.
But he should have came to fight.
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah.
So if he didn't come to break it up, and just say he came to break it up and he broke it up, and that would have been it. But since he came to break it up, and the other niggas was like, "Oh, nigga, you helping this nigga? We gonna fight you too." And that's what made everybody else. It had the young dude, 16 years old. He hopped in the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, yeah, like I said, man, black people can swim.
Yeah.
Don't believe that narrative.
Yes, they can.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be stupid.
A lot of us jumped off the boat, nigga, and went to Belize.
Exactly. Thank you.
And went to Honduras and all of these other spots.
Niggas looked off yonder.
Yeah.
Seen an island.
Yeah. And it's crazy because people be like, oh, man, we, no, nigga, black people. They just over there, they, start speaking that language.
That's all it is.
Because no matter where people went back then, it was always somebody there.
Exactly.
Christopher Columbus, he didn't discover America.
It was somebody here already.
It was people here already.
They was
you know what I'm
Indians.
saying?
Yeah.
Well,
they wasn't Indians. He thought he was in India because Indians are dark. Mm-hmm. They just have different. Their hair is different.
Black folks
so
here
then
already.
He came here and saw some black people with the same type of hair and called them Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
stupid ass.
A lot of people like me, I got part Blackfoot in my family. Mm-hmm. Like all the black people, most of us have some Indian heritage. You know what I'm saying? And y'all need to pay us.
All you gotta
do is go get your genealogy, and if you got a certain percentage, you can get the check.
Yeah, you just gotta go get some blood.
That's all it is.
I ain't in it for the check. I'm in it for my respect. No, that's that dumb shit.
We supposed to be brothers.
I need to get that 10 racks a month and live on the reservation.
Yeah, but
you don't want to live on the reservation.
Go live on the reservation.
No. You don't want to live on that.
They call it the rev.
That's the plantation. That ain't the reservation. That's the plantation.
You gotta probably pay tithes like you in church and shit.
Probably.
Yeah, give your 10%. It's probably 30%. We don't know.
It's tax free. Everything on the rev. So
yeah, they making bread. You know what I'm saying?
Are they?
They making bread.
What they call that shit? Pachanga and all that shit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. San Manuel.
San Man what? Don't be San Man Indian. Don't be stupid.
I remember looking at the voting, right? When voting, people was voting. They was like, yeah, don't vote for this. They trying to get the Indians off the reservation and stuff like that. I want to say, nigga, y'all don't be helping niggas.
What? Sure don't.
Y'all don't be helping nobody but y'allself. You know what I'm saying? If we supposed to go vote for y'all?
Hey, but
like,
shit,
nigga.
Them niggas is like almost endangered species. I'm sorry, I don't mean to, but damn, you know.
Yeah.
When the last time you seen an Indian?
Last time I was at the casino.
Yeah. There's one that goes
10
to
years
school
ago.
I go to.
Thank
You know
you,
what
but
I'm
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's
School
a rarity. You like, oh, that nigga Indian right there. He was shocked, like, oh. Okay.
So what
They
do you
still
call
make
a person from India?
They not Indians here, and y'all keep
They're
calling them
Indonesian.
Indians.
I'm asking.
They're
I'm
Indonesian.
asking.
No,
They're
I'm talking about the
They're
ones
Indonesian?
here.
They're
I'm talking about the ones
Indonesian.
here are not Indians, and y'all keep
They're
calling them
native.
Indians.
Wait,
Yes.
who?
The people in America, because
You
this is
what,
not
Native
India.
Americans?
This is they're Americans.
Native Americans?
Okay, you're gonna call them Native. That's fine.
Well,
No.
I'm
but they're
asking.
from America.
Right,
I'm
but they're
asking.
still Indian.
What are they
They're not
called?
Indians.
But
though.
what
They're
are they
not from
called?
India.
So-
Indians means you from India.
No.
See, she evading the question.
People from India
America.
are Indonesian.
America?
Americans.
Listen.
okay.
People from India
Uh-huh.
are Indonesian.
Okay.
Indonesia is a actual country. That's why
It
they're
is.
Indonesia.
Right, but
But
that's what I'm
why I
saying.
that was the question.
Indians
The question
are,
was, what do you call people from India?
Indians are Eskimos.
Oh, Indians.
Yes.
No,
Yes, they are.
Eskimos are from America. They're not.
No,
Eskimos are from Antarctica.
Well,
Thank you.
Antarctica. Okay.
but that's what Indians are. They're the first ones to walk across the Bering Strait
y'all-
and get to the United States.
If y'all can
Okay.
help us,
Okay.
leave a comment.
Okay.
Because we dumb as a motherfucker
I'm
on
about
this
to
subject.
Google it.
No, I'm just saying, just like, okay, when you see what they refer to or reference as an Eskimo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they dark or are they light?
They kind of pale.
They're dark.
They're dark.
And there's a reason why. Now, why would somebody that lives and habitates in Alaska where it's cold as fuck have a tan?
Because the sun reflects off of the snow.
Right, but once again, it's freezing. So half the month,
As
half
long as the
half
sun
the
is
year is
shining.
half the year the sun's up, half the year the sun's down.
As long as the
But
sun
what I'm
is
saying
shining.
is,
So they say sun's out, buns out.
thank
Shut
you,
up.
exactly.
I
That's
feel
when the
you.
fun's out.
But
But what I'm saying, what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that when the Bering Strait was frozen, they walked over. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? They just all they did was migrate to the United States.
so India is. Hold on. Go ahead. Keep on talking about the.
No.
I'm just saying. So,
Let him keep talking about the Eskimos.
because Navajos, what would you call a Navajo Indian?
Figueroa, bitch.
Thank you.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. What tribe you from? Navajo.
Navajo.
Because I'll never pay for that hoe.
Oh, nigga from
Nah.
Navajo.
But no,
Oh,
I'm just
man.
saying. But yeah, so obviously there are tribes. They are Indian.
Yeah.
It's that
They're
simple.
not Indian.
What is a Cherokee then?
Blah, 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 blah,
They're
blah.
American. No, they don't.
Why do you keep saying
What's a-
American?
what's a
They're
black?
Are you
from
saying
America.
What's
They're
a
from the
Seminole?
Americas.
it wasn't
What's a Seminole?
It wasn't America
What's
at
a Seminole?
first.
It
So-
was the Americas.
But
It
what I'm
wasn't.
saying
It
is,
wasn't
what-
anything.
what-
It
what's-
wasn't
What's a
anything.
Seminole?
Look,
It's a Seminole.
This was
What's a Apache?
This was a place where nobody has, not saying nobody has ever been, but nobody came over to basically claim it. It was just people over here living that were
Exactly.
Indians. They didn't say, oh, this is the Americas. No, this is what these motherfuckers came over here and named it. It wasn't called nothing at first. It was
What
just,
were the Mayans?
yeah.
They were Indians. Everybody
they are
was
not
Indian.
Indians. They did not live in India.
But you. This is the thing
You
you're
thinking
not
of-
understanding.
No, you're not
people-
understanding.
You
listen,
thinking
They
of
weren't
Indians
in-
as India?
Yes.
No.
People from
That's what-
India do not call themselves Indians. They're Indonesian.
They're not from Indonesia. How are they Indonesian when Indonesia is a whole fucking
half a world away.
not even a half a world away? It's the ocean is splitting Indonesia and India up. So how are they Indonesian?
But we're not saying they Indonesian.
He's
I
saying
am.
Indians
No,
are
no, no, no.
Indonesian.
No, I'm
He's
saying
saying that people from India
Are
are
not-
called Indonesian.
Indonesians,
He's
yeah.
not saying that the
Okay,
Indians
okay.
here
Yeah.
are from India. That's
No.
not what
I'm
you're
saying they're
saying.
not Indians. They're not Indians.
Okay, see, I think we getting it mixed up. So take the words out of the spectrum, right? So now you call them Native Americans, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we're talking about people from India. They're not Indians at all. They're
Okay.
Indonesian.
But he keeps on
They're
calling the
basically
people-
Asian descent.
And
Yeah,
they are.
African
You feel
Exactly.
me? They
Yeah,
have
they are
nothing to
Asian
do with
descent.
Indians.
Exactly.
They have nothing to do. Those are two separate things.
I know India is.
All
in
I
Asia.
asked was, what do you call people from India? And he was like Indonesian.
Oh.
So I think you're
Yeah.
just mixing it up. You know what I'm saying? So you call the people that's Indian Native Americans or just Americans, right?
Okay, I call them Asians. That's what the fuck they are.
They not Asians because
They are.
they don't look like Asians.
Well, why you guys call all people who live on the continent of Africa Africans? Because they're not. They're different countries.
They are.
Just
But
like
that's the
in
continent.
Asia.
But
That's a
it's a
continent.
continent.
They don't like
though.
to be called Well, yeah, they do, but
I'm
they like to be.
Moroccan.
They need.
Look,
they
I'm
like to be
Moroccan.
called
Niggas,
what they
I'm
are.
from
I'm from
Saudi
Zimbabwe.
Arabia.
Yeah, that's what they say.
But that's
all
where
that
you're
shit is over
located,
there.
just like we're from California.
Well, no, we from America.
We from
Right,
America.
but what I'm
because
saying-
when you go over there, they don't say, "Oh, that nigga from California." They say, "Oh, he from the states."
yeah,
Right,
the
Or,
states.
You know what I'm
But-
saying?
The states.
Right, but what I'm saying is like being from Morocco. Morocco is in Africa.
Yeah.
People from Morocco don't call themselves African. You
That's
see
what I'm saying. That's
But
what
what
I'm
I'm saying
saying.
is that's because it's based on the location. Just like people in Ethiopia, they call themselves
But
Ethiopians.
That's not a state, nigga. That's a
That's
country.
a country.
Right. That's
So
what-
it's
he's
like
saying,
America.
yeah, he's saying
oh,
the
my
same
bad, my
thing.
bad,
I'm
my
just
bad.
saying
Saying the
that's the
same
reason
thing.
why
Yeah.
they reference it. I mean, they're all
No,
African.
but we call them Africans. I said,
No,
why
but
y'all
because
call
they,
Africans
but
Africans?
because they're from Africa. So that's
The
so why can't I
continent
call?
of Africa.
Why can't
Right,
I call the
exactly.
Indonesians and Indians Asian? Is my question.
I think because
To y'all.
the school failed us.
They did.
School failed us.
Yeah, they
and
Asians.
no matter how old you get, you still gonna refer back to school and be like, oh, they from Africa. But when I was in school, that's when the fucking oil war was going on between Iran and Iraq.
Right.
And then they had the invasion. You know what I'm saying? And we had
Desert
the
Storm.
Desert Storm
Yeah.
and shit like that. And niggas, that was the only thing we knew. Like that country. They didn't say, oh, they're in the continent of Africa.
Africa, yeah.
They didn't say, oh, Nigeria
Right.
is in Africa, even though we know it and we can
Right.
see it on the map.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just something that they never like I say,
separated.
like I say, it shouldn't be a history class. Class on history, it should be U.S. history.
Yeah.
That's your class.
Yeah.
African history should be a class. That way you'll learn about each country
Yeah.
in the continent of Africa.
Right.
And you won't just think Africa is a country and all of these other spots are like states.
Right.
And that's how we see it because we like, oh, Nebraska, that's them people different over there.
Right.
They not the same as in California. They
Right.
different over there. So
Right.
it's kind of like they own country.
Yeah.
They are.
But they
They
not.
are.
Right.
You know
They
what I'm
are.
saying? They all in America.
Right. No,
You know what I'm saying?
See, for us, we just call them states, but like I said, in Africa, they're just countries.
Yeah.
It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Just like people from South Africa, they call themselves Afrikaners.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they're still African because they're from South Africa.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's the same difference. It's the layout, or I should say, the way it's the concept of it. I should say, it's just like the United States, but like I said, these are just individual countries. So that's why they reference themselves as far as relating to the country that they're from, not the continent.
Man, I forgot this country called. They like still live in the woods, and them niggas still talk like that. Like,
Like, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
there's a lot of lost tribes, especially
Yeah.
in South America. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, once again,
People still living like the 1800s,
man,
1700s.
like
Yeah.
I ain't never.
Like we was talking about the
Nothing
slaves.
changed.
It'll
and-
be you'll be
you know.
amazed. There's
Change.
certain lost tribes niggas ain't never seen a yacht or a motorboat or a plane.
And they don't
till you
want
go
none of
out
that
there
shit
and
there.
visit, and you get hit with one of them spears.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's
they don't
your
want
ass,
nothing
Mr.
there.
Postman.
They don't want nothing there.
It's just they so remote.
Yeah.
The places that they're located, a lot of people, it takes time. You have to know certain areas like the back
How
of
to
your
get
hand.
there? Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Also, they know that we have different diseases they don't have, so
Niggas still letting off fireworks?
that's crazy.
God damn.
It's California, man.
Man, when I was just telling her when she go to Tennessee, bring back some fireworks, she gonna be in the feds. Oh man, moving on, man. Shit, man. What was his name? YouTube influencer, man, Kai
the
Cenat.
boy.
Kai Cenat,
From
man.
black shit to nigga shit.
Black shit to nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this weekend was full of nigga shit.
And nigga
you know what I'm
shit,
saying?
yes.
And Kai Cenat, YouTube influencer, you know, he had a big giveaway in the city of New York where he from, and he was giving away PS5s and, you know, some other things, right? You know, back to school and all of that. And, you know, people just showed up and showed their ass. You know, I don't think he gave away one PS5. You know what I'm saying? It was basically a mini riot out there. Looked just like the 92 riots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like, we get what's good with black people in the same weekend as what's bad with black people in the same weekend. You know, you can't give away nothing free, but then again, we're going to help our brothers out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How y'all feel about that? You just saw a little bit of it, so we're going to start with you. You saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw that shit. That shit, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? It was just ridiculous. Like, can't give niggas nothing.
Man, can't attempt to give niggas nothing.
No, because it's fucked up because he got charged with inciting a riot.
Yeah,
So-
inciting a riot. They arrested him and all of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Like, okay, I don't think he thought that his pool, because, you know, it's like I was telling somebody else, like, you could have French Montana, right, come through and do a free concert. Niggas ain't finna act like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't finna act like that. But you get somebody that don't think they all of that, but you get millions of views, and you say, oh, I'm coming to the town, I'm going to give away this and give away that. Now it's word of mouth. Oh, hey, Flossie, nigga, they giving away PS5s.
Right.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Of course.
And it was kids out there, young adults, you know what I'm saying, teenagers, and they was just wilding out. I still don't know the basis of why they was wilding out.
Why?
Right.
Like, man, too many people to give away to the items? I don't know.
And I did see this. I didn't see the boat shit fully until today. But long story short, because this shit was on CNN and some other.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, like, the fucked up part about it is, like you said, somebody wants to do something for the community. You know, they want to give back. And like you said, the word of mouth aspect is that's the issue. So this nigga has millions of followers. So obviously all of these millions of followers don't reside in fucking New York. I mean, we already know this.
Yeah.
So if you put a percentage on that, say it's 10,000 motherfuckers.
Right.
Let's just say, or well, let's just say it's 5,000 people just in his general area proximity. But when niggas get to talking about some free shit, you know how niggas act over free shit. So that's the issue, is that it wasn't his followers or the individuals probably he was trying to reach out or, you know, sent the message to. It was all the other bad apples that caught wind of the shit. And then they like, oh, nigga, we about to go over here because, I mean, that's just like the mob mentality. That's a new thing. This is shit we grew up in, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s and shit, when niggas had the mob mentality, when you just walk in and you mob some shit. You know what I'm saying? You might walk into the gas station with 15 other homies. Nigga, you gonna steal everything in there or steal all the brews out. What a nigga gonna do when there's 15 niggas in there robbing? You can only stop or shoot one nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the same mindset that's coming back. So you see niggas doing the mob and the flocking as far as, like, you know, in droves. So that's what this shit was. I feel like it was just a word of a mouth situation. Or not only that, like, motherfuckers just on, everybody's on social media. So the word got around. Motherfuckers get to talking about it. Motherfucker tell his cousin a gangster. He gonna tell all the niggas on the block, like, all these niggas is giving away PS5s.
Let's go jack some niggas.
Exactly, because that's what it looked like. It
They
wasn't
done
like,
took the bus, like the U-Haul that was carrying shit.
man.
Took all of that.
But it's like, and for what? But the issue and the problem with this is like, when you want to do things like that, and especially if you have the particular platform, you should be able to do it in a conducive way to where it's constructive.
Right.
That's the issue. If you can't have it to where, hey, you know what, reach out to the police. This is what I want to do. It might, you know, cause a rush of individuals in this particular area. I want to do it in this area because I'm giving back to the community.
Right. But you remember Shaq used to give away every year to the kids on Christmas, back to school. Never happened. Shaq
Right.
there doing his thing. My thing is, why is it this dude who basically, I ain't trying to down him or nothing, but it's no skill involved in being an influencer.
Right.
Right? So why would it take this guy to make this happen?
Because, like I said, it was the lack of planning. Him, he's just thinking, hey, I'm the man off my platform. People respect me.
Right.
You know, I'm getting, you know, positive feedback, 70, 80, you know, 75%. If you're getting that, you thinking you good. You ain't worried. Because the other influencers shit, you have to worry about the niggas that's hating on you. Like, you don't want to go out somewhere and give away some shit and then a nigga don't like you. Might have a mental health issue. Nigga slide up on you and do some shit to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, if he went about it, because I don't know this,
Right.
but obviously the shit didn't look organized because the shit was chaos.
Yeah, definitely chaos.
You see what I'm saying? So if you get it in a situation to where, hey, you motherfuckers got to line up, you know what I mean? Then you can make it to where it's controllable.
Right.
But we don't know if the motherfucker was just gonna pull up, nigga, on a block somewhere or at a park, and was like, nigga, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Here, you know, you gotta have, you gotta have some type of structure to it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what was lacking, and I think that's the reason why he's getting so much backlash with the inciting the riot and all this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? Which he shouldn't, you know, be hit with at all, because he can't control the acts of others.
No, definitely.
And you can't blame him for being an influencer, because that's what got him to the point to where he has his opportunity to give back.
Yeah.
So I was looking up how old he was. He was only 22 years old.
Yeah, he a young
So
dude.
he didn't have no type of organization. He just probably said, I have this many, or because they said he just came from China.
Right.
So he had gotten them on the low and then came back with them and was probably like, yeah, meet me at this location. I'm going to be there, to all my viewers. Like you
Right.
said, he needed to have some type of organization to that, because it wouldn't have happened if
Exactly.
some line, a whole organization, like some blocked off area to where they have
Right.
to go through security.
I was
something.
going to say, he should have had the police there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be like, hey, you know, the police came afterwards, and when the police from New York come, they be on dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen them slamming niggas' heads up against fucking taxi cabs and busting the cab with the nigga head, and it was just wild. Like, New York police is, we think because we live in California that the police out here is brutal. Them police be brutal on some weird shit. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? See you sitting there talking to the homies, and nigga, hey, what you got in your pocket? You know what I'm saying?
That's the mentality.
Strip. Because New York, they have a
Notorious.
stop and frisk law now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
but
can they can stop and just,
they engineered that.
yeah, they can just stop and be
Decades
like,
ago.
what you got?
Yep.
Pull your pants down. All types of dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What did the brother say? Don't push me,
Cause I'm close to
yeah, that's what that was.
edge.
That's been instituted. You know what I mean? Rooted and suited and booted. That's why. But that's the mentality, because everything when it comes to that aspect of it has a mob mentality when it comes to New York,
Right.
and that does not exclude the police.
And when you say mob, you mean like
Like
the Italian mob,
like
or like a mob
or
of
it could
people?
be Russian
Jewish.
or Irish mob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Irish.
You know what I mean? Them niggas is notorious, you know, but that's, you know, Polish mob, you
Right.
know, but that's who, you know, took on that area, who came into that area,
Right.
these individuals. So therefore you always have that mentality. And like you said, like in the, you know, early 70s, late 60s, all throughout the 70s, you know what I mean? That was the problem. Police corruption, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Drugs, violence.
So it has
You know
to
what
be
I'm saying?
instilled, because most of the people there
It's rooted.
they ain't in their 40s and 50s.
Right.
They
It's
was
rooted.
in their 20s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's rooted.
You know what I'm saying?
It's rooted. So
Yeah.
like I said, that aspect and that mentality, as soon as anybody of a particular age and they see somebody younger, that's instantly what they're going to think of is when, you know, rap music is, you know, first, you know, gaining its legs, and these motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way they view us. Like, these motherfuckers have no respect.
Yeah, I was gonna say that these youngsters, they, like she was saying, that he didn't have no structure, 22 years old. He didn't really put it together correctly.
Right.
And the people that follows him are probably young too. And
Of
when they
course.
come through, they just like,
Wow.
nigga, we wilding out. We gonna wild out. Oh yeah. And he's an influencer, so his cameras everywhere. Everybody gonna pull out their camera. You gonna see me dancing on niggas' cars that done paid 50 racks for this Benz.
Thank
and
you.
I'm gonna be on the roof of this motherfucker. Everybody wants to be famous off of some dumb shit. And the funny part about all of this is in the next coming weeks, the people that was dancing on the cars, they gonna have that shit on their social media.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you
get
see
caught.
me? That was me.
And they gonna go to jail.
And they gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or have to pay hefty fines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
Now on to some more nigga shit.
Baseball.
Yes.
oh yeah.
We're gonna leave this to Flossie. I mean, we heard about it, but he brought it to our attention.
Yo, mamas though. So you know, the one thing about certain sports and shit, they alleviate, hand to hand combat shit like that. You got certain sports where a nigga might still be able to, you know what I'm saying, throw a 1 or 2 piece.
Right.
Niggas still scrapping in hockey. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still scrapping in baseball. You know what I'm saying? You don't see it often, but it was a real scrap though. You know what I'm saying? So the Cleveland Gaurdians, which is funny.
Was it Cleveland or White Sox versus the Red Sox?
No, there was the Cleveland Guardians versus the White Sox.
Okay.
Formerly known as the Indians.
Right.
Oh shit. See what
Let
I
me just
said?
fuck with you. I just fuck with you one time.
See what I
Well,
said?
anyway, I'm
That's
looking
why
for
they took
Indian
it off.
dirt.
The
I'm looking
Indonesians.
Hey, look, I'm looking. Not the
The
Indonesians, nigga.
Indonesians.
Them just the Cleveland Indians.
Oh man.
Pretty sure it's a tribe, nigga, somewhere in Cleveland, nigga. Too.
It is. That
But-
took that shit off. Because they don't want to be called Indians.
Thank you. No, the Indians was like, nigga, pay us, nigga. Nigga, the Redskins, everybody had the nigga. The Chiefs is next. Kansas City next.
Real quick,
Yeah.
before you go along. All of this changing the names from the Guardians and the Washington football team.
Right.
I don't believe them the Indians, bro. I don't believe that.
It's the white
It's the
people.
white folks.
It's the white
The
people.
white folks and the gays
Yeah.
are like saying, "Oh, that's discriminatory. That's we shouldn't do that." Like Cartman said, "Oh no."
Now,
Oh, no.
let me tell you something. So this is what's so funny. Now, I know you may feel that way, but keeping it 100, these niggas is opening up these casinos everywhere, nigga. Not just in Cali, everywhere. They got their money up, so they been pushing this line. They been pushing this issue. It's just, nigga, if you own the Redskins, you don't give a fuck about what an Indian is talking about. It's not until it actually starts to gain momentum. And see, that's the thing. Like, this underlying shit when it comes to that, like, people act like Indians ain't been tripping off this shit. They been tripping off this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know an Indian to speak one to know, you wouldn't know.
Right.
You wouldn't know about how they fucking feel.
Yeah,
you
no, I
niggas
wouldn't.
ain't going to the reservation tapping in with the niggas. You see what I'm saying? So that's the issue. They've been pushing this narrative.
So are you saying they get a white person to be the head of
No, it's just they getting their bread now.
No,
now,
what I'm saying is, if you look at any of these organizations that's pushing for that, only per time you see the Indian dude is when the white dude be like, and we got this Indian right here to tell us how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But they're the one that's the head of the monster.
right, but what I'm
get what
saying
I'm
is
saying?
it's different sports too. So that's how you know it has to be a group narrative, because it's not just the football teams. It happened to the baseball teams, the football teams. You see what I'm saying? It's happening in different sectors. It's not just under one sport or under one umbrella. So obviously that narrative has been pushed. It's just somebody finally, got enough bread to where they can really, make it a problem.
Right, I feel
But they
you.
protesting this shit. See, that's the thing. People don't know. These motherfucking Indians and shit, these niggas been at these games and shit protesting this shit. You know what I'm saying? They want Florida State to change their shit from the Seminoles. Like, this, it's a long
They
line
better
in
not
this
want
shit.
the Atlanta Braves to change
Oh,
our
that
name.
listen, bro. Like, all of that shit is good. Hey, listen.
Oh.
And that's what they tripping off of. That
That
shit
right
right there,
there.
that war
Yeah.
call.
Well, fuck
because
them.
they think we look at it
I'm
in
sorry,
the
I'm
sport.
just
No,
joking.
but we look at it in the sports aspect.
Uh-huh.
But them niggas used to do
That's
that
some
when they
real
was about to
shit.
go to war.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel
so
you.
it's so yeah, that's definitely been pushed. So
That's the
but
reason why. Yeah, we both said that's the reason why.
yeah, that's really is
For
just they
real.
finally got some bread. And they got probably one head Indian, one head Tonto. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's like, head, it's not too many chiefs. Nigga, I'm the chief, and these is the Indians, and I'm going to, represent.
Right.
And he's pushing that issue. But long story short, so the Cleveland Gaurdians is playing the White Sox. I think it was either yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before, either or. But it's like they're
over
in
the
like
weekend.
two game, 3 game series right now that they playing in. So Jose Ramirez, boy, nice. He third baseman, the boy, nice, right? And Tim Anderson, he's a shortstop, second baseman, kind of utility cat, having a badass year too. So long story short, the boy Ramirez slides in the second, and he doesn't take a liking. You know what I'm saying? Tim kind of give him a little shove, a little nudge with the knee and shit as he's trying to get up and clear the bag. You got to put your hand up
To
in
get the
baseball,
timeout.
right? To stand up. So he got to doing that, and they got into a little.
He was
disagreement.
standing over him.
Yeah, and he nigga was nudging him and shit. Got into a little disagreement. So the boy get up, Ramirez, and he say he probably don't even El Speaky, but nigga said something to that nigga, and that nigga was like, nigga, I understand a little Spanish or something, nigga. So he's like, what's happening? So the boy Tim, put his hands up and everything. He like, man, what's happening? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So nigga, they get to chunking him. The boy Tim hit him with a nice little rib shot. You know what I'm saying? The other cats is coming. They trying to get involved. You know how it is in baseball. Everybody
coming.
fade. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, Ramirez had his head like pushed down by somebody else and caught this nigga with a rabbit. Caught this nigga with a rabbit punch, hit that nigga right on his chin. That nigga went to sleep standing up.
What do you have on his hands?
That nigga had his batting gloves on. The nigga had his batting gloves on because he just finished batting. The nigga had his batting gloves on, so when he hit him with that batting glove, nigga, it was right on the button too. They slowed it down on ESPN. He caught that nigga right on the chin. And then it was a blind shot though. He couldn't even see the punch. He threw it. He couldn't see it, but he hit that nigga, and he fell asleep. And the nigga fell on his back pockets. Don't be stupid.
You were saying earlier that the nigga was asleep before he hit the ground.
Oh, that nigga was asleep standing up.
Sleep before
You know how normally when you fall and you want to brace yourself. No, this nigga fell on his back pockets. That's how you know a nigga got knocked out. When you see a nigga fall and he fall on his pockets and not his hands, he got his ass knocked out.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why y'all know niggas can swim, because the niggas swam over there to wherever old boy was.
You going back to that?
That was a nigga.
Thank you.
That was a nigga.
Yeah, that was a nigga that speaks Spanish.
Thank you. Exactly. And that's what that was. But that was the problem. And that's why he was like, and I don't know why he thought he was going to turn it down. Jose's a real one. You know what I'm saying? He batting 300 right now. You batting like nigga 195.
Yeah.
Like you need to simmer down.
People be like, oh, these dudes, they from Dominic.
Right.
They from here, they from there. But you could tell a black person because of their body structure.
Yeah.
These dudes ain't built like fucking Jose in Mexico.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas is built like Tyrone in New York.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's how you know, like, niggas can swim. We gonna keep this going because niggas can swim. I swim in the middle of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? We can swim. So y'all motherfuckers thinking that black folks can't swim. We can swim.
Thank you. I can definitely swim.
Yeah.
I've been swimming
Can
in
you
the
swim?
beach
I can swim
for a long time. Like,
We aquas, man.
Yes, we is. Yes, we is.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I first seen that shit, I was like, it kind of reminded me of all the other baseball brawls. Right. But normally in baseball, what happens? People holding people back, and it's just a lot of talking and pointing the finger.
Right.
This one, they went at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? They went at it for the first time in not history, but the first time in a long time. They actually went at it, and they touched each other a couple of times.
Managers got involved.
And
Niggas got suspended.
Oh yeah,
they coming
lengthy
down.
suspensions.
We
too.
don't look at it as like two brothers fighting. We don't look at that. We look at it as it's a sporting event. And these things they happen because tempers flare.
Right.
It was a small thing that happened.
Right.
But you know, when you trying to get up and a nigga over you and you in between they nut sacks,
Exactly.
you gonna take offense. Nigga, move. You know what it
Exactly.
is, nigga. I'm safe. Let me get my
Exactly.
You know,
Let me get on base.
In every sport, it's a protocol. In basketball, this is equivalent to a nigga up 40 and a nigga go down on a fast break and do a windmill 360 dunk when you up 30.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just don't do certain things in certain sports. Unwritten rules is what they call
Right,
them.
of course.
So I don't know who it was. If it was the guy on the base, Tim, right?
Yep, Tim Anderson.
I don't know if it was him or it was the guy that took too much offense to it. But, you know, one of them had a problem. We know the guy on the bottom had the most problem. But old boy was like, well, what you want to do because of
Right.
that shit you was talking.
Right.
And now he thought he was a built nigga.
Thank
but,
you.
know, me and her, we been to the pen. We know that size don't mean shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because old boy was smaller than
Yes,
him.
he was.
Yeah, but that nigga's solid though. That's
But I'm just saying,
To his
in
point.
stature,
yeah,
you could
No,
be
he is
smaller,
short.
but we all working out.
right.
Yeah.
And
You know what I'm
he
saying?
a solid nigga though, so he wasn't thinking
you know,
he was
and he
gonna
threw that rabbit wild punch
What?
and called him, you know,
on the button.
some they call it a lucky punch in
Thank
some sports, but that nigga hit him square on the, like you
Yeah.
said, the button.
Nigga on the button.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
Nigga fell on his back pockets, man.
One thing about it, when you hit a nigga in his chin, his shit shift. It goes straight to the brain,
Thank
and
you.
next thing you know, he's nighty night, and that
Thank
nigga
you.
was nighty night.
Sleepy.
You know what I'm saying?
Sleepy.
And that's when you fighting. That's what you hoping to do. Hit a nigga on his chin.
On that button.
And that nigga hit him in his chin. You know what I'm saying? What you got to say about that, Nana Nia?
That shit was funny.
It was funny.
That shit was
to the
funny.
motherfucker.
I can't lie. It was some
that
nigga shit,
was
but that shit
hilarious.
was funny.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
That shit was funny as a motherfucker, man. Man, anything else we got to talk about, man? The riverboat. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
That shit went down.
Man, we gotta talk about Lizzo, man. I know we did double back.
Oh,
on this a
we
couple of
didn't
times,
talk
but
about
let's
Lizzo.
talk about the Lizzo shit. I told you this shit was gonna come back.
Man, Lizzo ass
Hey,
is
this
out
is
here.
huge news.
Yeah.
You get on my nerves.
Oh
What
man,
happened?
we would never think that Lizzo would be involved with
This
fat
is
shaming
huge.
and all of that, you know. But before we
Huge news.
get into that about the subject, it's the same subject. Shit, what I'm talking about. Lizzo is fluff mama. She ain't Puff Daddy, P Diddy. She's fluff mama because she got motherfuckers walking to go get the cheesecake.
Hey, nigga, walk the bridge, nigga. Get me a cheesecake,
nigga. Go
nigga.
over to Junior's and get me the
And
cheesecake,
nigga, I bet not catch you with a cab receipt.
Yeah, you feel me? I bet not, nigga. I got a nigga following y'all, nigga. Walk those 1,300 blocks.
Nigga,
to
I
go
got
get
niggas
that
walking to the
cheesecake.
cheese like Puffy.
But yeah, she out here, you know, fat shaming and watching people wait and all types of just dumb shit. Like
Who?
Lizzo.
Who is she fat shaming?
one of her dancers.
Oh, her.
It was one of her dancers.
Her
you know what I'm
employees.
saying? And the worst part about it is this particular dancer is bulimic, and
Oh,
she
that's
has a weight problem where she eats and throws up, and you know what I'm saying. And she just happened to fuck with the wrong particular one, so she's suing Lizzo right now. You know what I'm saying?
Litigations is going
Yeah,
down, but
you know what I'm saying?
job harassment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So harassment. There's a lot of harassment going on.
Yep.
There's a lot of harassment
Yep.
going on in this situation.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I just, if I may, since you know, but yeah, man, I think that based on all the shit that she had to overcome and, you know, make sure that her talent was seen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we know how these individuals can be once they make it and they get there. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to walk through the fire like you,
Right.
versus being the motherfucker to be like, hey, man, I got this bridge for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You should be understanding to the situation versus saying, let me put you through the same shit I had to go through so you can be just as tough as me. That doesn't always work. What worked for you may not work for others.
Definitely
And
not.
you have to understand, and especially when you're in a particular position, you know what I'm saying, of being empowered.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of these situations and these allegations and things that occurred, you know, after work hours are per se off the clock as well.
Yeah.
But when you want to give your all and you inspire and you look up to somebody, your inspiration is the one that's employing you. You know what I mean?
You want to do all you can.
You want to do all you can.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So she happened to take advantage of that, just like you said with Puff. And it's just unfortunate, man, because like I said, that's always the thing. And you have to understand, especially when you have these particular platforms and you're in this particular, I should say, light per se. You know what I'm saying? That people are going to be looking and they're going to want to poke holes through all of your little theories.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to carry yourself a certain way in order to be successful, and you can't, do
And
that
to
off the
continue
back. Right.
to be
You can't do that
successful.
off the back of others unless you puffy your ice cube or something. You all that shit's over now.
Even those people, they got backlash and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, no matter what type of star you are, it's always that superiority comes out. Like, you gonna do what I say, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And the way this generation is, they ain't standing for that.
No.
This ain't fucking Dylon.
No.
These-
Ain't nobody got
You know what
time
I'm
for
saying?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that, man. So, that was 20 years ago.
Thank you.
So now these kids, like, even my son, I'm teaching him how to drive and I'm doing all of this stuff. And I'm like, bro, you got to do this on that. He like, but why this? I said, man, that's what's, and I hate to generalize this for kids, but you got to kind of put them all in the whole category, even though you're talking to one motherfucker. You say, I don't know why all of y'all kids do this, but y'all think that somebody is talking bad on y'all when I'm trying to teach you some shit. All you have to do is listen. You don't have to have no back talk. But the kids these days, the young Americans these days, or the young people, they gonna have back talk, backlash. They gonna want to know why you doing this. They gonna want to know why you talking to them like this.
It's the Y generation.
Yeah.
So instead of just retaining the information, which in certain aspects and circumstances is a good thing, because you definitely want your kids to ask why.
Questions, yeah.
No, to ask why.
Right. I'm just saying
certain
questions,
situations.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? But the problem is, it's like when you're telling them something, they think that it's a conversation.
Right.
Nigga, I'm telling you something. Nigga,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. Nigga, this
Negotiate.
is not. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not a conversation. This is not a
discussion.
debate.
Yeah.
This is not. Nigga, I'm telling you.
I told my
You don't
son,
have
nigga,
to ask me why.
close your mouth and open your ears, nigga, because you're
you.
trying to learn some shit. You can't learn nothing while talking.
Why you talking?
You know what I'm saying?
You have to be an effective listener.
I told him, nigga, like,
That's the only
the
way you retain
ancestors
information.
told us, and our older folks told us, nigga, you can't learn nothing while you running your mouth. You ever had a conversation with somebody and you trying to tell them some shit and they still talking? You be like, what did I just say? Oh, well, you was talking about, and they gonna talk about the conversation you had before.
Right.
Like, no, nigga, I ain't saying shit about that.
Exactly.
For the young people, sometimes you gotta fucking listen. You don't listen with your eyes. You don't listen with your mouth. You listen with your ears.
Thank you.
Because if I don't give a damn if they the same age or younger. If somebody trying to tell you something, you listen, you digest the information, and then you ask your questions.
Right.
Because the question may have been answered while you fucking talking.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. What'd you want to say, Nia? My bad. I know we
remember,
done.
but
We
Lizzo
always
has-
getting off a subject, but we're talking about
Lizzo has
Lizzo.
lost some
Lizzo.
weight.
Look to the
That's why
Lizzo.
she's sitting up here talking about other people, but like you still not that. I mean, this is gonna be fucked up. I love you, Lizzo, but you still not that small.
We love
Like,
Lizzo.
No, I mean
How the
we
fuck
want
you
people
gonna-
to be healthy.
Yeah, be
Yeah. You know
healthy,
what I'm
but
saying?
you still big. How you gonna talk?
I mean,
shit
you
about
know, some big girls are healthy.
That's true. She
You know?
might be healthy.
She big boned it.
I mean,
You
yeah,
ever look at a
that's
big bone?
Big bone.
You ever
Yeah.
look at a big bone?
Bone density.
I used
gal.
to send them out.
She got
like,
bone density.
on Facebook, and I'd be like, "Oh, is this what your bones look like since
She
you
got
big
bone
boned it?
density.
You ain't never seen no fat ass skeleton."
You so fucked up.
Nigga, the only niggas that got bone density, nigga, is giants.
Yeah, you got the same size bones I got.
You got them
Yeah,
giant bones in a
shit.
little body.
You got
them
hamburgers and
giant bones.
cholesterol over the motherfuckers.
Oh, but you big boned it, huh? Where did that come from? Where did the nigga say, I got big bones? Like
Alexander's cousin.
Hey, was
She tried to sit on that chair and broke it. I'm big boned, cousin Nate.
Hey, the first sexy Neanderthal, is that what she said?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Big
just big boned.
I'm big boned.
I'm just big boned.
Probably sound like a man when she said, I'm big boned.
Yep. Like, damn, you thick, girl. Yeah, I'm big boned.
And they didn't have science back then, so they couldn't cut her open when she died.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see if this bitch bones is big.
Thank you.
Are they really big or she full of shit?
She full of shit because everybody bones is basically the same size. You know what I'm saying? You just got more fat density.
Thank
you feel me?
I'm more muscle.
Yeah. About Lizzo. My bad.
Oh, I said what I had to say.
Okay.
Yeah, because she gonna cry in the car.
Yeah. You know, just my thing is whether you're at the bottom or the top, man, treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially Flossie was saying all of the shit she had to go through, and she was real vocal about any problems that she ever had. Like, they don't want me because I'm fat, or they ain't want to record me because I'm fat. They didn't think I was going to make it because I'm fat. Now I'm here and I'm playing the flute, the trumpet, and I'm doing all this shit, and I got the fat girls behind me, the big girls behind me, which is all fine and dandy. But then you can't turn around and talk shit about the big person that you got behind you. You knew the motherfuckers like Hostess Cupcakes.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck is wrong with you? Like, don't do that.
Barry White was big boned.
Yeah.
He's so stupid.
But that nigga was talented. You see what I'm saying? That nigga was talented.
Very light
You know
was
what I'm
big
saying?
boned.
That nigga was talented
Crazy.
though. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, you know what I'm saying? Luther got big boned after a while. You
Oh man.
know what I'm saying? But he was talented. You know what
Luther
I'm
was
saying?
big boned and skinny. We don't like skinny Luther.
Oh,
He
no.
was bigger when he was bigger. It was a woo woo woo
Yeah, that
woo.
was boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
When he
make
got
you
little, it was
cry.
like woo woo woo.
Yeah, they
like,
got a
no,
little.
nigga.
Yeah, got a little
You
higher.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But on mamas though, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I always say, if she got more time than she got money, then she ain't got no honey. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh
and
my
that's
God.
what it is. If she don't pay like she
don't.
weigh,
He get on my
then
nerves.
she can't stay. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well utilize that in your life, sister girl. Stop acting like you better use that big bone in this to your advantage, like you have.
This nigga.
He retarded.
Yeah, he retarded. So yeah, man, we gonna get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Any last words? Na na nia.
Life is too short, so love everybody.
Damn, short and sweet. Flossie B.
Romance without finance
Oh shit.
is a nuisance.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I concur.
Just know about it. Just know about it, player. Just know about it.
Well, if you thick in the hip, no, I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying, man? Just man, you know me, man. Just be better today than you was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I am Dina Boy Juice, and to my left, once again, we got,
Nia Sutherland.
and then to my right, we got.
The shameless plug. Flossie B, slapped by the pound, out on all major streaming platforms, and that's the FLAWC with B main.
So what I'm gonna do, man, is on 100 episode, I said that I was gonna put the self-care up, and I didn't put it up. So that shit is on 101. It's gonna be on 102. It's gonna be on 103. It's gonna be all the way until
All the way
Tiana
up.
Lanice self-care event is coming on, and she
106.
does it on Monday. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it today, like, fuck, I forgot to put it on there because I watched the whole episode of 100, and I was like, I said the shit and I didn't do the shit. So I edited 101 today. So that should be out tonight. By the time y'all get this, y'all gonna be already abreast to it. And yeah, we're gonna have that up there. So, you know, big event coming up August 19th. You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug on that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't tell me to say this or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you owe me. No, I was just playing.
And we
No,
going
you're
up.
not.
And we going
But you're
up.
supposed to be here today
And
on a
we
Monday.
going up.
Was she?
Yeah, she said she was gonna
On
come on
Mama's
Mondays.
though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know
I
what
didn't
we
that.
doing on the 19th though. I know you got plans, but nigga, we going all the way up.
What's popping?
His birthday.
Don't be stupid, Leo gang.
When the Virgo start?
The 24th.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Because shit,
Or
my
the
brother is 10 days
23rd-ish.
after
Yeah, the
yours.
20
23rd-ish, but yeah.
Oh, okay. He's like, I don't know, nigga. That ain't my shit.
No, I still call him Leo's because
Virgo.
Nate's birthday's on the 23rd. I still call him a Leo. He calls it a Virgo, but that's the cusp, as they say.
And what's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
So he a Lurgo.
Yeah, exactly. Or he was. Rest in peace to the big cuzzo Nate, man.
You know what I'm
Love you,
saying?
man.
Yep.
Thurn, baby, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, man. And man, we at New Wave Barbershop, man. 1290 North Lake, Unit 102, just like this episode. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe, like, you know what I'm saying? And shit, share this video. You know what I'm saying? Because we giving it to you raw. I may insert a couple of little things from the fight, you know what I'm saying, to let motherfuckers know. You feel me?
Little visual.
funny.
Yeah,
Little
little visual, you feel me? Before and after. And probably of all the fights, because that's all we was talking about
you
today.
You gotta put that
Yeah,
on
you
his
feel
pockets.
me?
You gotta
Yeah.
insertion on that.
On the
Insertion.
real, we will do that. So, man, once again, man, I'm Dino Boy Juice, man. And we out of here. We tried to get out of here a little early, but, I mean, an hour and 24 minutes, that ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we out of here. Shout out to my boy from Louisiana here today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Represent. We appreciate you for sliding through 100.
Yes, South is in the building. And we out of this motherfucking thing. Peace.
Peace.
You're now tuned in to the number one podcast. I give you new wave shop talk, shop talk, shop talk. New wave shop talk, new wave, new wave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop talk, shop talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. New wave, new wave.
Talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. I need some of them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.